Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. So this will be episode 214. And let's just jump straight into today's game and see what we can do. So we get the white. So we go for the c4. And yeah, you know what we do by now. And if you're new, I play the English. And I'd normally go g3, but I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get bullied in the center. So I just want to make sure I'm sort of putting my presence there as well. Right, okay, this is protected currently, so that's fine. Um, just finish off development, D3. And let's see what today's game brings. So, yeah, I thought that bishop move might come in. I could easily just trade it off. I'd normally fianchetto. I'm not massively fast. So I guess here they kind of have to take now. Right, okay, so we're going to switch the move orders up a little bit. So queen's going to take. Now, this pawn's still protected twice. I can't fianchetto. I just want to get my pieces out and developed now. They might come in. Okay, queen doesn't want to come in. So they might just try and knight d4. So let's go bishop e3 just to stop it. That's always the plan. They come in, we're just going to take. Okay, wow. That's interesting. So can I just... I can just develop, can't I? And the same applies. So now, basically, if they take... What do I take with? I don't want to mess up the pawn structure. So I can't take with the queen, because if they come in, then I can't take, because then there's a fork. So just need to be a little bit cautious here. And which way do I want a castle? Do I push them now? Ask the question. Which way are they going to castle? They're going to go kingside, aren't they? They're going to go kingside, so we are going to go queenside. Now, I'm going to take with the pawn, doubling up my pawns, but I want to keep these knights for the time being. And if they come in, obviously they can't now because the pawn protects. So they can come in this way. Currently protected by the queen. So have they got any other moves? Not yet. Now I need to really kind of... What about just trying to get in a better position? Doesn't work. It's protected by the queen and the knight, so let's just forget about that. I'm gonna castle long. I don't think there's any reason why I can't do that. And we're just gonna try and get the rook over to the g square. So if I take, then what? Queen or rook takes, but can I just do this? No, because if I take, queen jumps in here, threatening this knight, which is protected twice. So I'd say, look, let's just... I was going to come into the G file, but I think we try and we fight for the F file instead. Now, if they take, gives me the chance to better off this knight. Not that it's got a great future there. I mean, maybe G5, and if they take, then I can come in. I just get pressured. I'd have to come all the way back. Okay, so I think I'm just going to push forward. I think that's a no-brainer. And, well, actually, maybe it's not. Because this pawn was doing a job of protecting the square, d4. If I take with this pawn, I've got an isolated pawn on the h file. Not great. If I take with this pawn, they take. Then I push forward. We're going to do that. They take, I push forward. That's fine. And if they come in here, it's protected by the knight. So I can now try and advance these pawns a little bit. We get here, then where do they go from there? Do they jump in here? Try and swap off. Maybe queen comes in here. Trying to double up on this pawn. f4. Okay, so they kind of... I'm going to jump over here, hitting this pawn, protecting this as well, because I don't want doubled up pawns here and then this isolated pawn. I guess I could jump in and try and get rid of it, but I quite like the knight pair for the time being. I've still got the option as well to push. d4. Where do they go? Go in here. I take, they take. Don't know, it's about to get spicy, that's all I know. Okay, that is interesting. Because I am just going to say goodbye to that. If they want to take that, then I will get doubled up, but I can just win the pawn. Ooh, no, I can't. That's so close. Again, look, I nearly overlooked that. The check defended by the pawn. However, what about if I take out the pawn first? They take back. I take. Rook comes in. Now, I don't like that at all. I think I might be inclined just to kind of get this out of that check. I think they could jam that in, actually, and attack the queen. But I'm not too fast. I think queen e2, probably come back round trying to hit them and try and get rid of that problem. They've got a pass pawn. How bad's that going to be? Could be bad. I really, really want to keep this knight. So, I mean, if they come in here, I would just take. They take, I take, they take. I take with the queen, and then rook comes onto this f. Okay, so they want to double up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I might have to. I could just stop them doing that. But then where do I go from there? That's just kind of blocking. It's hindering my... If I come in here, I'm going to come in here. If they want to hit me, I'll jump in here. And if they come back, then I will potentially lose my knight. But at least both things will be connected. I just want to do that just in prep for them doubling up their rooks. No, hang on. Double up. I guess they could still try and come in this way. That pass pawn's proven to be a bit of a nuisance. I mean, I don't think my queen can afford to go anywhere for the time being. Thinking b4, looking at these pawns, maybe. Push up. Oh. Okay. What about I jump up? If they take... It's getting kind of complicated. Do I just take? I'm just going to take. Goodbye. Right, okay. Now queen takes. Now we've got this issue going on. I don't think there's anything wrong with me just... Maybe just... Maybe this. Do I hit the queen? Do I hit the queen? I think hit the queen. Okay, wow. Now, let's get the knight in here. Defended by... Oh my god, okay, nearly thought I'd blundered. Thought I'd blundered, but I hadn't. But if they push forward, this is kind of trapped. Okay. Now they've got three things looking at me. So if I just push the pawn forward, am I good? I think I am. I think I'm all right. I've got to be careful now. If they... Okay, sugar. Right, this is getting a bit trapped. Can't come in here. Queen just takes, I take, rook takes. Come in here, same applies. Come in here. I think I might have just... What about just this and then they just push forward? I think that's my only hope. I mean, I'll just lose the rook. So I just lose... Okay, but look, at least I can try and come in there. Hit the queen. Don't look good, does it? It doesn't look good. Can they sack? Just sack. Wow. And I can't even double up. Try like that. If they take, then just try and get the pawns. Which pawn? This pawn. Maybe this. Defended both times. Just going to take. I think they'll take. Yeah, there we go. We're just going to have to... I mean, that pawn's hanging. If I move the queen, the rook's hanging. So we're going to do this. Hit the queen. If they take this, then I come in for a check. So they won't miss that. What will they do though? So they can I defend that as well as a... Now hang on a minute. I've got to watch out for... So defend, no check because queen defends. I can't come in there. I think I just have to... I'm going to come in here and get checkmated. Wow. Okay, so basically if they come in there, I'm kind of screwed. I think I've just got to drop back. And there's another check there as well. I'm in all sorts of trouble. 45 seconds left. Is there anything I can do here at all? Don't look like it. Does that work? Oh yeah, they can swap off queens. Or just mate me. Oh, I missed it. Oh boy. Right. Where did that go wrong? 76.6. They played with 90.9. No blunders either way. See, I don't know why I've done that. I'd normally just push the pawn. Am I overthinking this now? Because... yeah. Doesn't like that. Really wanted d5. See, I was scared of this first of all, but then I realized, hang on, I can actually take that first. So I should have just gone with my instinct. That was my first instinct. I mean, just take the thing, and if they take, you take. But then the follow-up as well kind of worried me a bit. I mean, but then I guess queen, what, g3? Check comes in, you're just fine. Yeah, no, I should have done that. I should have done that. I was too cautious there again. Best move. Yeah, it's just much more. Just better, isn't it? That's me being a scaredy cat. So I was trying to keep the knight. I was looking way too far in the future because I was thinking end game, and this was way before the end game. So that's poor. So you idiot, I did have a... Hang on a minute. It says it's an excellent move. Wow. Wow, take with the other pawn. Okay. And here's pretty much just got myself in. Yeah, just come back. Oh, of course, come back. I can't go here because bishop protects. But still, I mean, bosh. Yeah, I just had to get rid of the queens. But I was losing anyway. I had 30 seconds left, but you know how it is. Right, going to jump into... should I jump into one more? 20 minutes. Right, sod it. We're going to play one more. One more, come on. Okay, so we get English round 2. Now, let's see what we can do with this. Try and learn from our mistakes. Pass pawns, can't allow them. And just strike when you can. So don't be passive. Okay, let's just get our pieces out. If they want to take, it's fine. We have to protect this. In fact, I can protect it twice. Let's develop and protect. If they take this out of the game, which is the only defender currently. Well, it's got 2 now. Okay, we'll defend it again. Now, expect the bishop to come out. This time, I am just going to push. Kind of intrigued to see what they do with this. Computer actually likes me to take back with the pawn. So I could ask the question, what do you want to do? I'm going to castle though first. I think that's the most important thing. Normally they quite like to come back on this square here. Just for the king, but I can just move out of the way and then start pushing pawns. Try and develop this way. So I'm going to ask the question now. What do they want to do? Got a feeling they'll come back here. Yeah. Now, if I push, they take. I take. I think that's probably best. I like that. Still defended twice. So they have to take. Now I'm going to take. Now they're hitting this pawn, which can be defended. Like so. Are they hitting anything else? No. So I think I need to move the king out of the way though, just in case I want to push this pawn. F4. Because then that would be a pin, so it's not ideal. Let's move the king out of the way. Or should we develop? Let's develop, and then that way, that actually stops the pin. So for example, say they moved a pawn. I can come in here attacking king and... Sorry, queen and rook. Okay, so they want to get rid of that. Now, it is defended by the pawn. So if they take, I take, and it just kind of gives me a nice F file. So I might just do that. I mean, or if they take, I take, they jump in here. I don't think there's anything wrong with pushing. There we go. Let's do it. Okay. Bear in mind, if I move this, they've got a free pawn with check. Ooh. So they've got a pawn. Right, okay, I need to now focus a little bit. Now, are they just going to win that pawn? Should I have dealt with that better? can I just defend? So I've got to defend 2 pawns. How can I do that? Just queen e1. That defends them both. Knight can come in. I just move here. But where does knight go from there? Right, now where? Not seeing it. Unless I'm just missing stuff, but... Oh yeah, okay, cool, they take the pawn. But then I take the... But then they come in threatening mate, but I just drop back. Okay, interesting. So... What about I hit the... No, I can't do that. I can't afford... I might just have to... See, this is the problem now. This is a real problem. I can't defend it. So what about I just push forward? Anything wrong with that? Can they sack? I take pressure on the queen. Just move over to the side. Yeah, this was always going to be an issue, wasn't it? I did kind of mention that at the beginning, so maybe just queen in here. Get away. I need to get away from this. And as soon as my king moves, then I can try and get this out. But the only problem is I then undefend this pawn, which is defended once by the queen. Attacked twice. Whoa. This pawn's got to do more. What's it going to do? If I go here, they just go all the way back. So... I'm kind of tempted. I know it's kind of... Does it give me a chance? If I come in here, then what? Do they just take the pawn? I'm going to move forward first. Just so they can't take the free pawn when I move my rook. So I'm going to move the rook over here, trying to protect this pawn twice, e3. And then I am going to maybe come in here. Jeez Louise. Right, okay, here we go. Let's do it. They're going to come in here. If they take... I'm going to take... Oh, God, it's getting risky, isn't it? Wow, here we go. Here we go. Right. I've got to protect it. Okay, now I'm going to jump in here like so. Now, the reason I was going to take if they do... Okay, so taking with this pawn then allows them to have 2 attackers on this pawn. But I can defend again, can't I? So I've got to keep that... Or do I take by hitting the queen? Now, can I get this out here? Now, if I move in here, then what? There's no kind of sacks. I just think it's a no-brainer. I've got to try and get my knight into a better position. Where I don't understand where they're going with their queen. Can they sack? No, it's all comfortable. So I'm coming in here. Got a feeling I'm going to get pushed, which would be bad because I can come in for a check. Queen defends, but rooks. So that's a move, isn't it? See, the issue is here is I know this is under attack, but I take with check though. Now I get a chance to back off. So where do I want to go? So currently queen can't go here, here or here. They can go all the way back. So I'm thinking of coming in and trying to exchange. But then if I go here and they go all the way back, this is kind of a little bit trapped a little. So we come all the way back. I'm going to try and trade off queens down on time, and I've got to be careful because this knight, as everybody knows, knights can just come in and do all sorts. So I'm going to come in and trade, offer the trade. Here we go. Let's do it. So hang on, say I do the trade. Queen takes, I take. They come in. They've got a fork on both rooks. But can I just... Do I just take? And then what? I'm just going to take. It's got to be the way forward, surely. Because they don't take with the queen. Now, that's got to be a move now. If they come in, I just take. Come in there, I just take. It's cute. If we add another defender, I think that works as well. Now, there's no check. There is a check here. I just come in here. If they take, I take back. Queen takes, king takes. I've got to go in here. I've got to come in here. And oh my God, you didn't just do that. You just did that. Ah! Oh. What did I have? What did I have that was better than that? What did I have? I didn't see it. What was that? What was on? What was on? I got myself into a nice position and I couldn't quite sort it all out. Now, obviously I'm going to come in and try and trade. Or do I check? No. That's just mate if they move the rook. They can block with the rook. I mean, they lose a rook, but and I'm losing on time. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that. Come in here, lose a pawn, but try and just get forward. Now, I can't even move, right. Just try and get this closer. Awkward endgame, and I don't have enough time, to be fair. So I am just going to do this. I think they just come in here, don't they? Just protect. Now I'm well and truly sandwiched. I don't think I can do anything here, to be honest. I've got to come out. I'm trying to come in around this way. Can I afford to sack the rook? Not really. Sugar, I've let them in. They get there first. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. I've got to take. Well, I've got to say, do you know what? That was actually an enjoyable game. I just didn't get it quite right, and I think I'd be intrigued to see what happened there. I'm sure there was a couple of blunders, maybe from each from each player, but there's no blunders. I played with 71%. They played with 76%. Interesting game though. Really interesting situation there. Doesn't like that. Well, and actually that proved to be quite a nuisance for me in the end, didn't it, with this whole king business, and somehow I got myself out of that because I was definitely, it's coming up here, isn't it? There's a few moves here where I am just in a world of hurt, and it just, I think they should have taken the pawn hit. No, they shouldn't have. I think just come back. Right, it wants the king away from this diagonal. I get it. And I did see it, but I thought for the time being everything was okay. Wow, it just wants me all the way back. But I take with check, so I'm not even up by that much. And I knew it was, I mean, it's just, I'm up the exchange, but I knew it was hairy. It wasn't good. I thought taking the pawn here helped me as well. 1.7 up now. And by now I'm thinking, okay, cool, I'm all right. That's fine. That's a good move. doesn't like that. Yeah, I get it. I get it. This situation's covered. I mean, it's completely fine. If I come in with the pawn, I mean, I'm just... What do they do? I mean, do they then end up coming over here and it just... I can then potentially take this out. If they take back, I win their rook. Yeah, a bit annoyed about this. I felt a bit rushed as well. I only had 2 minutes left. I've allowed them to come in, so... Yeah, I should have just come back. But then saying that, if I go back, they can then take this pawn, can't they? And I can't take back because I'd be in check. Right, and then I thought I was really in trouble, but I've got that, which is something. And here I felt I was still okay. See, maybe here a better move would have been just to have challenged them and taken out the pawn with a check, potentially. I mean, the computer's not against it. I mean, that kind of works, doesn't it? They block. So yeah, that was a way that I could have gone about it. That was definitely a way. But I didn't do that. I tried to get rid of the rook. I'm still 2.5 up. I mean, here. Now, taking the pawn. Why didn't I take the pawn? Oh my god, why didn't I take the pawn even with 1 minute and 30 seconds left? Take the freaking pawn with pressure on this. Where do they go from there? They probably just take a pawn. Then I jump in here, taking the other pawns. Or oh my gosh. Oh, that's gutting. I would have won that, guys. That is the difference. Wow. 3.7 up. Didn't take the pawn. Oh my god. I just wrecked that. Just rushed for time in the end. And it didn't quite happen. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It is what it is. We try and... I mean, yesterday's video, the draw, I was in a decent position, really good position. This one, the first game here, wasn't great, but not every game's going to be great. And the second game here, I'm more than happy, even with 1.5 minutes left. If I had taken that pawn, could have been a totally different outcome. So look, I'm not going to get too fussed about that, although it's annoying. I've dropped down from my peak down to 1734, but look, we got it once, we get it again, and that's just the way it works. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.